Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author behind Chainsaw Man, Look Back, Fire Punch, and a more recent one-shot. As of recording this, I read it yesterday, and I believe that's actually when it came out, Goodbye Eri. Now, before I talk about Goodbye Eri, which is what this video is about, I want to touch on one other little thing, and that's how Tatsuki Fujimoto is almost consistently and only referred to as the author of Chainsaw Man, which is obviously, that's true, he is, and it makes sense to call him that because, well, that's what people care about. Chainsaw Man is a very big name, it'll get attention, it'll get clicks, but in my opinion, Tatsuki Fujimoto is a hell of a lot more than just the author of Chainsaw Man. He's made a lot more manga that are very interesting, very good, very well written, with good stories. The art's obviously really good. So I feel like it's kind of underselling him to call him just the author of Tatsuki Fujimoto. What the fuck does that mean? The author of Chainsaw Man, because, well, he's more than that. Like I said, he wrote Fire Punch, obviously Goodbye Eri, Look Back, and probably others that I haven't read. But anyway, that's out the way. Let's talk about Goodbye Eri. Goodbye Eri, this is a pretty weird manga. It's very good, don't get me wrong. Like, the story and the characters within it are really intriguing. It's kind of got it's got a very good level of depth. It's about being a creator. At least on the surface it is, and it's very upfront about that. But I feel like there's more to it. Like, that you can see maybe aspects of... I'm probably reading way too much into this, but maybe Fujimoto's own personal experiences and the like being put through this manga. I kind of thought the same thing when I read Look Back, but again, I might have been reading too much into it back then as well. But this manga has a lot going for it. The characters, at least the main character, is a very interesting one, and then you have Eri, who's in the title. There's an interesting plot twist at the end, but I don't know how much of that should be taken literally for the context of the story, given that this whole thing is about a movie, and the main character himself likes to add a pinch of fantasy to it, and the final scene of the manga could be taken as that's the pinch of fantasy he adds. But how much of this story is actually real compared to what isn't? How much of it is through the lens of the camera? How much of it isn't? How much of it do we as the readers see that actually happens? How much of it is actually just the edited, cut down footage that the main character records? It's a very, very interesting thing. And it's about partially this character finding his reason to live, which is interesting because after a quick Google search, that's something anyone could do, Google told me, thanks to Wikipedia, that Eri can be written with a certain kanji, which can mean reason. And Eri ends up being the main character's reason to live, his reason to keep going and keep making movies. It's a very interesting thing to look at. And if you haven't read Look Back or any of Fujimoto's other works, definitely go give them a read or a quick look at, because they are very much worth reading. Fire Punch is incredible, Look Back's really good, and obviously Goodbye Eri that I'm talking about right now is a really, really good read, with a kind of a lot to unpack. I don't want to spoil too much of it for you or read into it a whole lot here. I just want to tell you that it's really good and there's some really interesting things that you'll probably enjoy, maybe you won't enjoy, maybe you'll think are a bit strange or off-putting, but personally, I really like this story. I think the choices that are made within it are really good and add so much to it. Maybe I'll talk about it in more detail in future if you guys want that, but this will do for now. Go give Look Back a read. Well, yeah, go give Look Back a read, but mainly go give Goodbye Eri a read. God's sake, I can't believe I got them mixed up at the end. But anyway, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, sub, hit the notification bell, you know the usual YouTube thing. And I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I'll see you all next time for another video. Ta-ta, for now.